Welcome to automateNow. This is Marco Cruz. In today's video, we'll take a look at how to work with tables in Selenium WebDriver. Here we have a very simple table, which we have a list of items along with their price. Let's say that we want to take a look at this item here for laptop. We want to learn what the price is for this laptop. So let's inspect this element here. And here we see that this element is labeled TD for table data. We also see that this is inside of a table. So one way to get the price for this laptop would be to find this element here where it says laptop. And this is this one right here. After we found that element, then we can refer to this other element to get the price. So let's see how we're going to do that. I'm going to do Control F and say //, then the element tag, which is TD. Then in brackets, I'm going to say text is equal to, and then in quotes, the text that I'm looking for. Now that we found the laptop element, we're going to say / following - sibling. And then we say : table data. And notice that this is now highlighting this item over here, the price for this laptop. I'll put a link here so you can brush up on XPath locators. But what this is saying here is that we're looking for a table data which has the text laptop. Following sibling is saying that these items are going to be next to each other, as we can see here. They're both under this table row. Now we can grab this locator and use it in our test. I've gone ahead and created a new method for us here, and I've called it test item price. And this finds the price of an item in a table. Let's now go ahead and write the logic here. And we're going to say sandbox page dot get item price. And here we're going to pass the name of the item that we're looking for. In this case, it's going to be laptop. Now we need to implement this method. We need to return a string here since we're going to be getting the price of the item. And this is going to be called item. Next, we need to say driver.findElement. Then we'll say by.xpath. And we need to build the XPath. Notice that in this case, we're passing laptop, but since this needs to be dynamic, we need to change it. So we're going to say plus item. And then we get rid of laptop here. Then we will say dot get text. Once we've gotten the text, let's go back to our test. And now we need to verify that the text that we got matches the price that we're looking for. So here we're going to assign this to a variable. I'm going to say string and call it laptop price. Then we'll make an assertion and say assert equals laptop price, comma, and then the price that we're looking for. So let's go back and grab that price. And we'll put that in here. Let's go ahead and run this. And we see that the test passed. How about if we want to find the price for another item? Let's say we want to find the price for oranges. What we can do here, instead of creating a new variable to store the price for oranges, we're going to reuse this variable up here. So let's go ahead and rename this. And to do that, we're going to right click on this variable and say refactor and then rename. And this is going to allow us to change the name of this variable. And at the same time, it will make sure that this change applies to all of our code. So any place that is calling this variable will be updated. And we'll call it item price. Notice that as soon as I hit enter, it changed it down here as well. And here I can say item price is equal to sandbox page dot get item price. And I'm going to pass in oranges this time. And then I can copy this line here and paste it down here. And we need to replace this with the price of oranges. So let's go back to the website and select the price of oranges and put it in here. And here we're going to say oranges. Now let's run it again. And the test passed once again. And that's how easy it is to find items in a table using Selenium. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. See you in the next video.